Happy Mother's Day. As weird as this sounds, I'm going grocery shopping right now. Neil went to see his mom and took the boys because they're gonna shoot like a bow and arrow that we got him and stuff. And I'm sorry, Remy's like making noise in the background randomly. So, I'm gonna like spend the evening with the boys and, you know, we'll play games and watch a movie or something. But anyway, we need groceries. It needs done. And I actually enjoy getting groceries. Like, I enjoy going grocery shopping when I don't have to be in a rush and I can just like relax and, you know, take my time and not worry about kids or trying to rush back home or anything. So, yeah, so this is not like, I'm not, no pity party here. This is fine. So, I'm going to be going to Aldi and Heinen's today, and we need a huge restock. We're really low on like pretty much everything. So I don't typically make a specific list or like a weekly like meal plan or anything like that. I don't know why, but every time I like meal plan and write out a list and everything, it just never seems to work out. Like, I always end up missing something, or I don't want to cook the meals that I had planned on for that week, or I don't know. So I've learned that what works best for me is we have like a master grocery list. Oh my gosh, of course there's going to be a loud truck. Well, it's an Aldi truck, so I can't get too upset. Anyway, what I've learned works best for us is we have like a master grocery list, and like we're an ingredient household. So I just keep ingredients on hand and then we can make whatever we want with them. So that seems to work well, because then as long as I have stuff on hand, I mean, literally I was using up, you know, all of our random stuff that we haven't been using for months, you know, things that like we bought to try and then we just didn't really love them. And so we never used them. Like, I was using up all kinds of stuff. You know, you just get creative in the kitchen, just throw things together and it's fine. It's just food, you know? I mean, that seems to be fine as long as we keep like protein in the house. Like, I can come up with, you know, the other sides, the other non-perishables, whatever it might be. Even if it means I'm making tortillas from scratch, like I just did this week, you know? So that seems to work well for us. So my main focus obviously is like base ingredients, but then of course, like we get some other foods, you know, Violet takes lunch to school. We have some stuff, you know, she has limitations on what she can take. So yeah, there's like, you know, the cheese sticks and like fruit snacks and things like, you know, that kind of stuff. But, the majority of what we get is like pretty like basic ingredient stuff, you know, whole food type things. I'm honestly just gonna go through the whole store and just grab what I know we need. And I have a good idea now of what's in our fridge and freezer and pantry, because we were trying to use up as much as possible and like get rid of old stuff. So let's go. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I'm just gonna show you everything as it's in my trunk, and apparently this is my husband's version of having his trunk cleaned out. Like, he reported to me that it was cleaned out. Anyway, hopefully the lighting is, you know what, hang on. Okay, the lighting is awful. We're just gonna work with it. I got ice cream, and the rest of this bag is like refrigerated and frozen stuff. I got some frozen fruit, a bunch of meat, butter, cream cheese, sour cream, sliced cheese, half and half, kefir, all the things, yogurt. We got a couple poppies. These are thick cut pork chops. And then under this, there's 4 pounds of grass-fed ground beef, which they only charge $5.99 a pound for, which is amazing. These are for my husband. He is obsessed, and they are terrible, but whatever. These I was really excited about because these are a new thing, and it's just potatoes, avocado oil, and salt. And so that's great. And then I got 3 dozen eggs. I got the cage free for us for like breakfast, you know, if we're doing fried eggs or something, or scrambled eggs or whatever. And then just the cheap ones to bake with. When money is tight, we just get the cheap ones, and you know, it is what it is. I get these yellow corn tortilla chips. They're organic. It's just, I think it has like sunflower oil or something, but I mean vegetable oil. So like the oil's not great, but I mean, whatever. I got 2 of these bags of chips. Okay, so we have bananas, fruit snacks, minced garlic, what else? Lemons. I did get a thing of snack chips in here. We don't have, the kids don't have chips like on a regular basis, but I like to have them on hand just to have something to grab and go. And yeah, so there's like peanut butter, honey, things like that in there. And then I don't typically buy drinks a lot. There's also like canned tomatoes and canned sardines that my son really loves. But I got these, they're probiotic waters. They're really good. It's a Aldi brand or off brand of, I think it's Karma is the actual brand. And then my kids like coconut, just plain coconut water. And I figured these would be nice to have. When we're going on a hike or something, they can just grab it and walk out the door. So that's why I got a few more drinks than I normally do, just because I know we're going to be like outside a lot, going out hiking and stuff, and I wanted easy stuff. Okay, I stopped home to put away the frozen and the refrigerated stuff, but I just want to show you guys, like, look how good these ingredients are. Just for ice cream, cream, sugar, egg yolks, vanilla extract. Like, yeah, it has sugar, but it doesn't have gums and fillers and corn syrup and weird preservatives and things like that. And it's really good. So they have these in vanilla and chocolate, and this is the ice cream we get, and it's not overpriced. It's great. These chicken leg quarters, I'm going to bag them separately with some frozen celery that I have already and put them in the freezer so that I have bags ready to go to make chicken broth. Look how good Remy is. He's such a good boy. Okay, so I'm at Heinen's, and something I also wanted to talk about was through having a chronic illness, I worked really hard to get good at not wasting food, but still, you know, having what we need on hand. And so I don't buy a lot of fresh perishable stuff at one time. You know, dairy products are fine. Like, you can freeze them if they're about to go bad. If you have like extra cheese or something like that, like that's fine. And then milk, we just buy what we use for the next week or so. But like fruits and vegetables, I try to stick with a lot more like frozen fruit, or root vegetables that last forever, like potatoes, onions, and carrots are mainly the only vegetables that I buy on like a regular basis, or I'll get frozen peas. And we don't really eat a lot of vegetables anyway because they're actually hard on your system. So we don't eat a ton of them. We just stick with like meat, dairy, starch, and fruit, you know? So we don't keep a lot of that on hand. And you know, with meat, I've learned to just, if I don't think I'm using it in the next week or so, just freeze it right away. So it's fresher when you freeze it, and then it'll be fresher when you take it out. So yeah, so that's just kind of been my strategy now for a while for groceries, is I just limit how much perishable stuff we get at one time, but try to stock up on the things that aren't going to go bad that we use to fill out, you know, whatever meals we're having. So, okay, so I am going to get fruit here at Heinen's, and somehow I completely forgot to get milk at Aldi. So I'm just going to get it here because whatever, I don't feel like going back to Aldi again. And I'm going to just mosey through the store and see what jumps out at me that we need from here. It'll just kind of depend. So I don't really know what I'm getting for sure. I'm just going to go through and see what we need. Okay, let's go. Okay, like, Okay, one of the other surprising finds at Aldi is this vintage Irish cheese. It's a cheddar.
Yeah.
But it's so good. It's like aged or whatever.
It's aged for like 2 years. It doesn't say on the package at all. We looked it up online.
Yeah, like what does vintage mean?
They have a mature one and a vintage one. The mature one is like, I forget if it's like a couple months or like 1 to 2 years, but the vintage is like 2 to 5 years.
And then it's basically a Kerrygold knockoff, but it's really good. Okay, some of the stuff I got at Heinen's. I got grapes. I got a watermelon quarter. I did get milk there. I got this ramen broth, which my son has already tried and he loves it. I got some chai concentrate and I got kimchi because I've been out for a while and it's really good for you. If you have like gut issues, try some kimchi. It's really good.